HKO Live. Welcome to Topic Time, where we talk about what you think about.
Well, that was Reggie Rockstone and the Mobile Boys with Mobile Phone. I can't believe it. This song is actually 20 years old. Yeah, that song is 20 years old because I was in the university when it came out. It tells a lot of stories. And that leads us into Topic Time today, where we are looking at mobile phone and its troubling effect on relationships. We are not going to lament on the problems, but when you listen to us, you get something. A mobile phone is a wireless device that's handheld and which allows users to make and receive calls. Whilst the earliest generation of mobile phones could only make and receive calls, today's mobile phones do a lot more, accommodating web browsers, games, cameras, video players, and navigational systems. They are also useful for navigation, taking pictures to save memories, and even handling our money using mobile banking. Nevertheless, there are some disadvantages to these advantages stated earlier. Overuse of a phone can become addictive, diverting our attention and decreasing our productivity. In a relationship, they can help stay connected with our loved ones when we are physically apart, and they can also provide a quick and easy way to communicate and connect with each other. However, some couples believe that the phone should be shared just like anything else in the relationship, but many disagree too. So tonight we are looking at all the mobile phone and its troubles in a relationship. You can send us your comments to 024-488-3008, or if you've seen our post on the Facebook wall of Radio Max, you can put your comments there as well. My guests on this segment of the show are Nana Ahuntahun and Mr. Innocent Asimah.
Welcome to Topic Time, where we talk about what you think about.
Well, Nana, I'm told they have bad reception at Ahuntahun and other areas. So it looks like it's going to be you and me tonight till the time is good to get Innocent again. Okay? All right. Is the mobile phone a problem in relationships today?
Yeah, good evening once again, Henry. That question, I wish you re-put it or reframe it.
Okay, reframe it and then answer it.
No, the reason I'm saying that mobile phone has tend to be one of the headaches in relationship.
Okay, so I should ask the question as, is mobile phone the headache of relationships?
Headache.
Okay.
Mobile phone is giving most relationship or making most relationship in Ghana or around the world very difficult nowadays. If you ask me, mobile phone is something that is putting relationship apart. People use mobile phone to connect, and people use the same mobile phone to disconnect. So mobile phone is something that it's very difficult, very, very difficult for it to make relationship work nowadays. If you ask me that, that's how I'm going to put it for now, because I don't get why mobile phone is making us lose most of our relationship like that. I don't know.
So you are saying that the mobile phone is more than a problem. It's a headache.
It's more than a problem, because this is a phone, but now it has made, especially women cannot sleep without it. If you ask someone can tell you that the phone is powerful than anything. So that is mobile phone.
Okay, so just like many things in our lives, it was prepared with good intention, but lately it's become something else.
The one who designed mobile phone did not think that Africans will use it the way they are using it.
Oh, what are you saying?
Oh, that is the truth.
Let me even sit down.
Because an African woman or man the way they use the mobile phone, it's as if without the mobile phone, they cannot exist. Without the mobile phone, their life is at risk. So the person who got the idea that let me design mobile phone, wished that mobile phone did not come to Africa. Because the way Africans use mobile phone is not the expectation of
Explain yourself. How are Africans using mobile phone? For which reason? You can talk to Africans like that. How are we using the mobile phone?
Do you want to know how we use the
Yes,
mobile
I want
phone?
to know.
Okay. I wish we were on live phones so that people can see how I'll demonstrate how we use mobile phones.
Oh, you go on. I'll describe your demonstration.
Don't describe it. Especially those that we cannot leave behind, our ladies will prefer. Some of them even use the vibration mobile phone to do something else. Some of them will just put the phone in their panties, then use another phone to call. The vibration, they use it for something else. This one is new. I've never heard it. You've never heard it? You know. That's why I said, when I make it, that I made a statement that if the person knew this is what is going to happen, or this is how Africans are going to use it.
And maybe it's because of the economic hardship. The person can't afford the dildo, you know.
I've not said anything, so why do you mention that? You see, there are certain things that is happening with the use of phones. Do you know the relationship? Most relationships are breaking up because of phones. People don't know, or people use phones anyhow they want without thinking about what will happen. Let's take like your wife wants to get in touch with you and call you. All of a sudden, maybe you are doing something that you were not able to attend to the phone as soon as possible. What happens? What do you think goes in the inside? Especially when it's night, or accidentally your phone also goes off because you are having low battery. Your phone is off. As soon as he calls or she calls, it came through. The next moment, it was switched off. What happens? What do you think will happen in a relationship? What do you think will happen?
Oh, are you asking this like as though is it the first time it's happened, or this is like the 10th time it is happening?
You can choose the first.
No, you are coming up with this analogy.
No, I can't say you can make that. Okay, it's the first time.
It's the first time. Okay.
Or it's the last. It's the 10th time.
Because in both scenarios, then the answer from me will be different.
No.
Because if it is the first time it's happening, that
when you take it accidentally.
Yes.
It's true. When you go here and
but
explain.
If every time you go out
and then your phone goes off. So let's base on the 10th time.
The 10th time, then you see, it could be that for this very 10th time, genuinely
the phone is off.
The phone is off. It's not your fault. You see.
So
maybe you forgot to charge it. You went to town very early or quickly as soon as you got up. And so you didn't even have the time to do anything like that. Then you have spent so much time in town. Whilst going down, you were still on this very phone. Then you are in a meeting or somewhere jostling for some cash or something. The whole thing goes off. It's a mobile phone. It has its own mind too sometimes, you know.
I know it's a mobile phone. That you need to charge it.
Yes, so now
for the 10th time, your phone is off.
Yes.
What do you think will happen in the relationship?
That's why I said that if it's a consistent thing, like every time this man goes out, his phone is off.
Especially when it's around 9:30.
Yes.
The phone is off.
Yes.
When it's 2 p.m., the phone is off. The phone, as soon the phone comes alive, maybe within an hour or two. So within that film, I mean, how did you get charger to charge it?
So if if this person is consistently doing that, then you have an issue at hand. But if he's not, and it's the first time, I think it is really not something you can consider as an offense. You can't say, I've gone to the bush, I've been making calls throughout, I'll work 2
to the bush.
Yes. Either there is no reception there, or somehow I've used literally the whole time.
It's because nowadays our mobile networks are not giving us the accurate information that we need. Previously, when the phone is off, it's off. When it cannot be reached, it cannot be reached.
Yes, because these days you can be at an RG and you're calling someone, and the phone is just by you, and it is still off. And I'm wondering why it is not being talked about by the media. You understand?
But you are part of the media.
No. I'm trying to be part of the media. It's a different thing.
You get it? So there are certain things that we should try as much as possible to make sure that mobile phone use becomes one of the best things that you can ever use. Because in relationship, phone should not be something that you have to disrupt us in relationship.
Okay.
You get it?
I get you.
Any relationship that we are going, you being the husband or you being the wife, your first priority should be your partner, but not the phone.
Okay.
But ladies of today, some guys, only few guys that I can say, but so far as they've also formed part of percentage, which means some guys of today also make sure or use the phone as their first priority than any other thing. They will tell you that it's the phone that gives you money. So if the phone that gives you money, then go and marry the phone. If the phone that gives you money, marry the phone. Why me? Is it because when you are in need of something, that is why you realize that I'm there? If you want, the phone gives you everything. Go to the phone. And then they use the phone to the extent that you see someone, even our kitchen, you see that the phone is here. There's something they call, I don't know the names, kindly help me with the names. They say, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. They call another one, Snap what? Snapchat. Then another one is called what? I've forgotten the names. Instagram. Then there's another one too that I'm not used to it. I don't know the name. Good. YouTube. So how can you decide to spend all your time as your partner is there and you are using it on these things? These very, very things that I've mentioned. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Snapchat, Facebook. I mean, name them. Forgetting that you have a partner who may be sleeping or lying on the bed waiting for you. That's your sexy, whatever the name they used to call it. Be ready for my partner to come. And the partner will be sitting at the hall watching Facebook, TikTok. No, Facebook is nowadays is not commonly used by the youth of today or the newly married couples.
It's still the ish. Is that your language? The ish. Okay.
The ish.
Yes.
What is the meaning of that?
The thing.
What thing?
It means it's still trendy.
It's still trendy.
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
I'm surprised because Facebook, I thought YouTube have taken over Facebook.
No, you are not following the data. Follow the data.
They say TikTok.
TikTok. Yes, but even TikTok, they still...
No, do you know the funny thing?
Yeah.
Let me tell you one funny... There's this lady that I don't know, the woman is... let me hold my breath on that because I may say something that... This TikTok thing, you see the woman dressed in such a way that... But you see the lady dressed in some way and be putting the like TikTok. Oh yeah, I know they are called to TikTok. Then the other day, I please, what is wrong with you? Though I don't have TikTok account, but Michelle is starter. Then I've been seeing it. Then you see that the TikTok sign indicated over there, which means that the thing went to TikTok before she copied it back and put it at the start. What is wrong with you?
Well, what has she done?
No, your room cry. There's a problem. You know, these are some of the things that mobile phones make the use of mobile phones tend to be something.
Okay, so these are some of the reasons why you're saying that the mobile phone is more than a problem, but rather a headache.
It's a headache.
Okay. Let's just move on. Our next question is that why are some partners so fixated on the other partner's phone?
Look at that.
Look at that, Ben.
Do you know, whenever couples are coming together, sometimes you put certain advice to them or you advise them on an angle whereby mobile phones should not be something that should be a hindrance between the parties. But in first work, say near time. And then most couple, some of them prefer that, it's a mobile phone which belongs to you, but so far as I'm your partner, I have equal right to access it. So if Henry, for example, you have been chatting with Nana for all this while, and then funny way, Nana posted certain stories to you, and you are there laughing. After reading it, you started smiling. You see that your wife will be sitting at one corner, just look at your face and ask, so what is going on in this man's head? You get it?
Mm-hmm.
And wanted to have a view of it. But because maybe there are certain information too at the office that says that you should not disclose it to anyone. And
maybe it's an enemy.
When the person gets the phone, the first thing after looking at your first picture or whatever you are viewing, she tries to move ahead.
That's the thing I don't understand about people.
To have another view.
I gave you the phone to have a look at a particular item I had on the screen for you. Why is it that you are done looking at that thing and then you are scrolling left, right, center to look at other things? That be.
No, the thing is that is where the question you just asked. So why is it that they are so much interested in that?
Yes, I want to know why.
It's because of curiosity. Let me say
you are not curious about the human being you live with.
No. It's but because you want to know what you are hiding from the phone. There's a story that the guy realized that you soon eyeball that facial look to open the phone. The wife's normally when he sleeps, the wife will just use the phone. You see, once in a while, you just open the eye, grab the thing open. The wife goes through. And the wife has been giving information about certain things that how did my wife got to my phone? Fingerprint, Bobway. So the last resort the man decided to use was what? Guess?
No, I won't guess. You are the one saying it.
No,
every time me, I should guess. No, I won't. What did the man
do? He used that one.
He used that one?
That one.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
All the way that
to access the phone.
Okay. So what did the woman do?
That day, the woman tried all the fingers. So the man realized that, Baum's first one, second one, realized that no, the face and everything. They realized that no, the thing is not working.
Okay.
So he once heard that the man said, one day I'll use this thing too. So that day, the woman tried to go there.
Okay.
And the man said, okay, fine. If that is the case, then let me do justice to you because that's what you want.
Okay.
You get it? And that day too, the woman was not interested in doing it, but later on end up doing it. Because when the man got to know, there's no option than to accept.
Yes, because then you have to explain yourself why you are down.
You see? So there are certain things that they are curious to know what is. I mean, there are some women who, after your day's work, they just want to know the number of people that has called you.
For what? What would that do for you?
They are interested to know the people that you are communicating. You are my husband.
And so if they are all ladies?
Why should all your friends be ladies?
Because they are the ones providing me with business.
What type of business that these ladies are
providing? The business I do. So these are the clients I have.
That is why one of them, that is Amma, you've named it John.
No, she decided that I should call her John on my phone.
No, you see, all these things are things that ladies find it difficult to understand. Because when the phones are there, they just want to get access. So they want to use the phone to find out what the husband is doing.
I see.
And when they get to know, do you know the funny thing too? When they get to know certain pictures that they are not supposed to see, then they'll sit down and start crying.
They won't even ask.
They won't even ask.
Then they form an opinion about it. And the man is walking about in the house thinking everything is all right. Okay. And this woman has so much of information in a package in which it hasn't been explained to her.
There's one lady went for a dinner with the boss. And this lady took a picture with the boss. By the way the boss pushed her, certain times the boss was, taking a little bit of alcohol. So I say, I say, often I know be.
Oh, that's a boss and so on.
I say, often I know.
That be.
No, it's just.
That be.
Listen, no, let me finish the story.
Boss one force it. Okay, good you go on, but one force.
So then there was a picture like that. As soon as the lady came home, was tired, exhausted, put the phone down. The husband was like, so he just went for the phone because he doesn't understand why the lady should come home at that time.
No, he didn't know that the wife would be out.
No, you say you'll be out, but you said, maybe you're having a program that will keep you waiting, or you'll be out for some time, but not maybe up to 12 or 1 a.m.
But she's home. You can deal with this thing.
So the guy went for the phone.
Okay.
Just straight. Also, obi who the car no, not messages, so nothing, but to check on the pictures.
Okay.
And went through and realized that the final picture that they took was, or some of the pictures, you see that the boss was just close and then making but there was a picture like that. Hey, it means that you are having an affair with the boss.
Okay.
And tends to be something else. So just that they want to know the actual thing which you have hide behind the scene.
So maybe it's not curiosity, but it's trust issues.
Oh, Bible cracker say, friend saying, yes, he believe in him, but don't trust him.
Yeah, so in some cases it could be curiosity, but in most cases it's probably a trust issue.
That's why I say the word is don't trust human beings.
The word can be used to describe human beings.
Don't trust, but believe in human beings. That's all. You believe in him, but it doesn't mean that you trust him. He's a human being.
Yes.
Me, no matter what you do to me, the one person that I trust is the one that I worship, is the true God. For human beings, I don't trust them. I just believe in you.
You believe in them, or you believe them?
I believe them, but I don't trust them.
Yes, but if you say you believe in them, it's like you're equating it to trust.
No, I believe in you. That doesn't mean that I trust you. I believe in the way.
So you believe me. That's it. That should be it.
Yes.
All right. So the research done by our researcher who has refused to join us came up with a few others. It says, so number one, we have talked about that, curiosity or trust issues. I think number two also is about the same thing, insecurity. They are they are not sure where they are with you, and so they are trying to find.
When women doesn't come in with insecurity as soon as they are so much interested, because as soon as you've gotten married to them, they think they are secured.
But if you give them reasons,
there's something, when there's a problem, maybe the woman or you, the guy, you are not performing your duty as a man, and the woman is not performing her duty as a woman at the house. That's the key line, a sex. So when they realize that these things is not coming in, and then that is where they realize, okay, then there's insecurity. Now somebody is taking over my husband, somebody is taking over my wife. You get it? So when it's happened, that is where it comes in.
Okay.
By newly coupled relationship wise, like those fiancé, and I say I can't say dating or whatever name they give you to them, it's when they feel insecurity because they realize that if they don't take care, their partner will not get married to them.
Okay.
That is my opinion on that angle.
All right. So they do that. Why some partners are so fixated on the other's phones, trust and insecurity issues. Maybe they have past experiences as well. And then it could be also because there's communication breakdown. So poor communication between the two of them could also result in something like that. And then there is the digital dependency. So people become so dependent on this technology stuff that when there is a little breakdown, they think you have intentionally caused it to happen, and therefore they want to really find out from the phone itself, the device, see
what is wrong with it.
And control issues is also one of them. That's also why accounts for why some couples want to see what is really on your phone. Okay? Can the phone be regarded as a private property in a relationship?
Some will say yes, some will say no.
What are you saying?
I'll go for both.
Both. So when you say yes, then what are you?
It depends on the angle that I want to pick from.
Okay, yes, let's go.
It's a private property.
Is it an acute angle or an obtuse angle?
It's a private property of someone simply because.
So that is an obtuse angle.
The phone belongs to me, not you as a wife, not you as a husband. It belongs to me and it is mine. Whatever cause that comes, you should just leave it for the phone to bell, because It is my property. You don't know the one calling.
Mm-hmm.
Per the nature of my job, some of the clients are female. Some of them too call you and may joke out of it. 80, now I'm framing. Now I'm a catch you. So if it happens like that, what comes into the mind of your wife? As soon as you pick a call, maybe straight ahead, the lady says that, oh, Nana, Nana, what comes into the mind of your wife? So, how come say somebody just call and say, hey, Nana, I wouldn't need dating a way, and I said, then there are so many things that will come.
But why should your mind immediately go there?
That is nature. That is human beings.
It means there are underlying issues.
It's not about trust or belief or whatever, or there's a communication gap or whatever. It's just that human beings will think ahead because he doesn't know the lady in question. You get it? Some of your clients, because you've worked with them severally, as soon as you call, or they call you, or you say hello, they can say hello, dear. Does it mean that you have a relationship with them? No.
Yes, you have a relationship with
Why?
them.
Do you have sexual relationship with them? You have a relationship.
So you can only say dear to people you have sexual relations with.
No, that is why I say that is where the problems comes from.
Why should you be so concerned with what someone is saying on the phone?
That is the aspect that it brings, or it lets people know that my partner is much interested in someone else. They think, like, I have colleagues, especially some of the queen mothers. As soon as you call them and they pick, or as soon as they call you, they just straight, hey, Nana, who watch you? And I'm saying, last no, what buy na man ye way ninti, and it's because of that one frame bionana. The word way ninti, you as a third party don't know what the communication is. So now
let me get this right. So in this case, you have put the phone on loudspeaker and speaking, and your partner is listening in.
As soon as some people are like, as soon as they call, they don't hear the opposite, the voice that will come to know whether it is you or not. They just start saying what they want to say.
Yeah, it happened to me yesterday. I called a client, and he and the father have the same name. Okay. So I have worked for both of them before. It was through the son that I worked for the father. So unknown to me, it was the father's number that I had saved. The guy had changed his number. Although we had the same platform that I could pull the number from. I thought I had his number. So I called. He and the father sound the same. And I went on and on about, because we have a meeting coming up. So I was trying to get parameters for that meeting we have. And I think after about a minute, it was like, the man was like, no, Henry, sorry. I think this is meant for Kofi, not me. Okay, so if you don't have his other number, let me get that for you. Then I realized I was talking to his father. So it can happen that sometimes, because you are very used to this person, as soon as they call, they don't even say hello.
No.
I think sometimes you and I even do that. So I get that. I get the import of that.
You get.
Yes.
So with that one, it happens. And what happens to the partner? Just interpret it the way they want. So it is my private property. You don't have access to it. When it is your mom that is calling on my phone, leave it. After, if I'm done, you can just come and tell me, my mom is calling you. Okay, if I'm done, I'll call your mom.
That what you just said right now, I think last week I said it in one of our meetings. Somebody made that comment that it was getting to a point where the phone was literally coming between him and his wife. And so he made a decision and told the wife that, please, never touch my phone again. If even you see that it is your mother calling, just leave the phone. I'll go check it out myself later and call your mother back. And right after that, once they implemented that new policy, as it were, things worked out again nicely for them. You get it? So yes, I think today you and I are speaking interesting and the same language.
The thing is, whenever the phone, that's why I say the phone, it can be two, it can be a private property and can be for both parties.
So now let's go to when it is not for.
When it doesn't belong to both, it belongs to both parties.
Uh-huh.
I always say that the cell phone is something that also brings couples together. Because when Henry calls me on my phone and wants to talk to my wife, I can't say call my wife on her phone. You get it? Mm-hmm. That means that there's some gap between my wife and I.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So as soon as let me talk to you, or my wife is available, okay, let me talk to your wife, okay, have it. Or in case someone is trying to get in contact with Henry, and then Henry, like assuming I want to get in touch with you and I'm trying your line severally and it's not going through, the next person I should call, or I'll call, is your wife to find out where is Henry. You get it?
Yeah.
And okay, you know, or be a wada, or be a something like that sort. So why should I call you on your wife phone? Because that is when I'm trying to say that the phone belongs to both parties. It's not a private use. It is not for you as a husband or nor for the wife, but it belongs to the two of you. So the only thing is that after receiving the call, you see call the fit you.
Yeah.
You can't just we are go inside a
whole no problem no.
You get it?
That's why sometimes certain partners will tell you that call her or call him on his phone.
Yeah, because the women are, I don't want to say only women, but some.
So you think the women are more guilty on this than the men?
They prefer that's your phone. Like one day I was there and then I was just with my, like I was doing something, then there was a call. So after picking the call, I needed to go to my WhatsApp page to pick certain details over there. Then I realized that my wife was just standing beside me. I use fingerprints, so I just have to go, and then the thumbprint I was doing, I just turned my hand small. So it means I go straight to Sanetia. You see? And I started laughing. Then I said, it's not because of you that I've made my this thing like that. It's because of at times office, if you leave your phone, before you realize some people are going through your phone.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm putting such security measures on my phone like that. It's not because of you. But the way she said it, hey, I tell you, I didn't sound one. And you see, because when after receiving the call, what you need to do is just, Master, give the phone to the owner. The phone belongs to Henry. It's not yours.
Okay. So ultimately, the view of a phone as a private property in a relationship should be balanced with mutual respect, trust, and open communication. Establishing clear boundaries, respecting each other's privacy, while maintaining transparency about phone use and addressing concerns through dialogue can help maintain a healthy balance in the relationship. Each couple may define what constitutes acceptable privacy boundaries based on their values, communication style, and level of trust. So, yes, I think I agree with you that it can be two things, right? Two things, okay? I think Mr. Asimah has joined us. Hello.
Hello.
Alfo, how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
We are soldiering on.
Wonderful.
I'm thankful that finally you have reception to join us.
Thank you.
Okay, I think Nana and I have already gone forward a bit with a few things. So now you let us go with the best practical ways to inculcate the mobile phone into a marriage in order to enhance it. Because just like anything, this technology of phone communication has come to stay. So let's try and educate ourselves on very good practical measures that can go a long way to help us in its use in our relationships. Okay.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you for the panel and the rest of the team. So, incorporating the mobile phone into marriage can be beneficial if it is done thoughtfully and in consideration for maintaining intimacy and connection. So we want to look at some practical ways by which we can use our phone to enhance relationships or marriages. The first is use it as a communication tool. So what do we do? That regular check-ins, using a mobile phone to send text messages, using a text apps, messaging apps, text messages throughout the day to stay connected and to share updates about your day with your spouse or with your partner.
Okay.
This can also be video calls. You could schedule video calls with your partner when you are apart to see each other's faces and to maintain deeper connections with each other, which is very good, especially when you are in a distance relationship or in the course of the day. You can just do that. It helps build affection, and that can also be done. You can also use voice messages to send voice notes to express your emotions, say your thoughts, or simply say, I love you in a more personal way to your spouse or to your partner. That can also help in doing those ones. So the next one, the second thing is organization and coordination. You could use the mobile phone to share your calendars, and then use the calendar apps to coordinate and schedule your plans and your activities, and set reminders for important events, dates, and appointments with each other. So your partner can know that, okay, on this date, my spouse is doing this or my husband is going to do this. I do that most occasions. So sometimes I have scheduled on my calendar, and it's in the same with in my wife's calendar. So on this day, she knows this is this, she knows this is that. And it helps us to be able to connect and know that, okay, we have an upcoming event or we have an upcoming activity, and then we are able to get ourselves together. It also helps you to share your shopping to-do list as well. You might not be, your wife or spouse might be away, and you could just type it up and then share your list with your partner. Whilst he or she is in town, you can just have a look at it and say, okay, we've got this on our shopping list. We can update it together. Wherever anybody is, you can just add to it, take from it. Or we were supposed to buy tomato, we pick it up already, so tomato is out. We want to add maybe some apples to it. It can also be added to the list as well, and that can also help you. The third thing that can also be done using the mobile phone is to for romantic gestures, surprise me, and photos. Send unexpected messages, photos, memes that remind your spouse of inside jokes or shared memories together. So mobile phone can be used to do those as well. And also, but this, in our day-to-day, we need to encourage ourselves to be very cautious when you're sending photos via any of the applications, social media handles or apps that you are using, where somebody might not end up hacking your system, and then maybe pictures you meant for your spouse is rather in the public domain. So those ones, cautious about that, and be sure that those are very, very protected before you share any of those pictures. It doesn't have to be your private pictures. You can just take a picture with you smiling, with your bubbles up, with your a smile, giggle, or something fun. Just share with your spouse wherever he or she might be. It helps you to improve and to get things well. The fourth thing that you can do is to support and encouragement. You can send encouraging notes to your spouse, leaving encouraging notes or voice notes on your spouse's phone to lift their spirits up, to motivate them during challenging times. And it's very important. The mobile phone can be used to do that as well. You can use virtual support, using messages, offer emotional support, share uplifting quotes, simply check in during stressful days. And that is one thing spouses are encouraged to do. You don't need to wait till it's another time or anything. It's little things you do that helps the marriage or the relationship to go on. Just share the person a text message. Hey, just thinking about you. How is your day going? Just sharing with you a simile, smiling, looking at your beautiful face on the phone. Simple, short message. It helps your spouse or your partner to get him or herself rejuvenated and then get things done. Okay. And also, it could also be used for maintain intimacy. Number 5, to maintaining intimacy. Sometimes sometimes people start, it's one of the favorite things that I will love when it has to do with sex. You could send short, flirty messages to your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Send playful ones, flirty messages throughout the day, just to keep the romance alive. So
what if you have a spouse who is not responsive to those things?
The spouse who is not responsive, it's not that the spouse is not responsive. It's because he or she might not have known about it. So probably comes up from the way he or she is trained, his or her background. So it will need time and cautious efforts to be able to do that. It takes time.
So it might not be this spouse's love language.
No, it may not be. But if you want it to become part of it, it's a process. You could just say sometimes your spouse, the partner who is not responsive. Not that they are not responsive, they don't know how to respond. So when you send a message, they might read it, they might laugh over it, they might giggle about it. When you get back home, hey, you sent me a text message. Then you ask them, why didn't you respond? But when they receive the message, they loved it, they appreciate it, but they are not able to they just don't know how to respond back. So it will take time, over a period of time.
And they are using a smartphone?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you go. I don't have to say what I am thinking. It is not good.
So, mobile phones can be used for a lot of things, but it's unfortunate that sometimes we don't know. Most of the time, we use mobile phone for just less than 20% of what the mobile phone can do.
Watching videos, yes. Watching videos.
And that's it. But the mobile phone can be used for a lot more than that. But we use mobile phone for most people use it less than 10% of what the mobile phone can actually do. After texting, receiving phone calls, and then going to the social media, watch anything, that's it. But you don't know that you can write your proposal on your mobile phone. You can write your business plan on the mobile phone without going to do any kind. You can attend your interviews on the phone. You can do a whole lot of things, schedule things on the phone. But we only use it for receiving calls, watching social media handles, texting somebody, watching videos. So that is, then the 7th one is learning and growth. You could share articles with your spouse, podcasts, videos of interest for you both to discuss, to stimulate meaningful conversation and mutual learning. There are a lot of relationship apps that you can use to explore and offer tips, quizzes, prompts. Sometimes you can just send those short messages. There are apps that will send those messages. So by integrating most of this mobile phone into the relationship thoughtfully, you can leverage its capabilities to enhance communication, foster intimacy, and support each other's emotional well-being. It is essential to maintain balance, respect each other's boundaries, and prioritize face-to-face interactions to ensure that technology complements rather than detracts from your marital connections. So these are some of the ways by which we can be able to our relationships. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. These are a few other tips that I found. The person titled it "Phone Use Rules for Couples." Today I actually printed my notes for the show, so I'm just going to pick at random a few of them, and then we'll end our discussion on that. It says, number 1, don't make it a habit of putting your phone on silent mode or turning it off each time you are with your partner. It makes you look like you are hiding something. Okay, it makes it look like you are hiding something. So this other one says that answer your partner's phone call with loving affectionate words like, "Hi, love," "Hello, hey, honey," not "Akwesi papa," not things like that. How your conversation starts determines how it flows. If you start warm, you two will enjoy talking to each other on phone. The other one says, end the talk on a high. Say "I love you," say a joke, a compliment, a warm phrase before you hang up, and hang up with a smile. That bit confuses me. So when I am hanging up and I'm smiling, how is that transmitted? But it is true. Because right now that I am talking into the microphone, I am smiling, so I sound different. This other way also sounds different. All right, so the smile bit really works. When you smile whilst talking on the phone, you sound very warm and pleasant. Those of you who lack this bit of it should learn it. Try it from tomorrow. That the person who annoys you the most when he calls, you smile when you are talking. You will get a different reception from them. Now, if you will be busy, notify your partner you will not be able to pick up calls or reply texts promptly. Inform your partner what you'll be doing and approximately for how long. It prepares your partner and brings peace between your partner because your partner will not feel ignored. Okay, so basically, if your day is going to be such that you are not going to be entertaining phone calls or phone interactions, prior to that, let your partner know of it. Let them be aware before the day begins, or even a day before. It helps so that they are aware that this is how my day is going to be, and my phone might not be close to me as much as I used to. This other one says that take lots of pictures and videos together to capture moments. You will need those pictures and videos in future as you look back. Okay? Be interested in photos of you, your family, your journeys, your vacations. Sometimes when your wife is dressed up in a way that you like and you don't want to really say, and she's moving away from you and you have your phone, you can take a picture from behind. And by the time she gets to work, you can send it to her with those small notes that Innocent was talking about attached. That's 3 points for you right there. The next one says that don't make it a habit of walking away from your partner to answer phone calls. Your partner will perceive you are hiding something or having an affair. Love is about perception. It is not just about the economic state of the country. Love has the same issue too. Perception transcends a lot of other areas. When you see a guy who's well dressed and in a posh car, you're going to think good things about this guy. But if you see someone who is also walking and they are shabbily dressed, of course, another perception will be formed in your head. So perception is something that's crucial in a relationship. When you see a missed call or text from your partner, please call back or reply as soon as you can. You have to learn to put your partner at ease. Let's see if there's There's some more to go through. Okay, so save your partner's number as an emergency number to be contacted in case something happens to you and your phone is locked. This, I think, is very crucial. I don't think most people have done that on their phones. And I'm also a guilty person in this. What, you want to say something?
I think you just answered the question yourself.
Yes, I'm guilty.
It's because African women are some. I think there are certain things that when you do it and accidentally you refuse or you forget to do it, they take it as a point. So, I mean, I understand when it comes to the angle of you are guilty of that one. I understand. I perfectly understand. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm not.
You have your wife's number as your emergency number.
Perfect.
Okay, I hear you. This other one says that avoid fights and arguments over the phone. Don't fight over the phone. They are difficult to manage and leave a bad feeling when you hang up, thus negatively affecting how the two of you relate. Talk about serious issues that are volatile face to face. Face to face. Like the Marriott International song, face to face. Yeah, you know. Okay. This one says, inform your partner when and why you need to turn off your phone when the two of you are apart. This should keep your partner from worrying. So just in case you have to put your phone off, inform your partner about it. Inform your partner about it.
Yeah, for that one.
Don't let your partner get news about you from social media like your online friends. Tell the news to your partner first and then post online.
Which news are you referring to?
Oh, maybe you've landed a new job.
A new job, like that automatically your partner will get to know of it.
Yes, but some people will naturally post it on their social media before they even tell their partner. Yes.
So you are telling them,
because you see, in a subtle way, there is this competition that's going on every time around the social media circles. So if you post a picture that means you are looking very good with a 15-story building behind you, I have to outdo you. If the last time you posted a birthday picture, you were in this plush hotel and my birthday is coming up, I need to beat you to it. That's also something that's ongoing. Okay, so put away the phone when your partner needs your undivided attention, especially in the bedroom. Don't be intimate holding your phone more than you hold your partner. Don't be intimate holding your phone more than you hold your partner.
I don't want to use the word 100%, but something that is above 100%. You can get some ladies when they are sleeping, the phone is in their hand and there's a charger. So when they sleep and they wake up, they just go back to the social media to check. Meanwhile, the husband is just sleeping beside them or is just sleeping elsewhere. So, likewise the same. It happens to some guys too. Some guys too they will tell you it's because of the nature of my work. Always my phone needs to be close to me. But, Master, phone or boss in the ground die. At times they just use some jobs to make excuses. Your phone is something that you have to let your job. Yes, your job is your job. But when it's about, you have to let the job knows that when it's 10 p.m., I'm going to make sure that my phone is off. Unless you are maybe perhaps a security personnel whereby in case of situation or you have some office that you need to operate. That's why the other day I was advised that I was making this thing that those days that you know of Ghana Telecom, that enables us to have a line phone at the house. We should try as much as possible to get them back.
No, you won't.
No, I say we should. So it's like
the lines are available, but most of them have also become mobile.
No, but even if it is, there's something like when you are at home, you just let the mobile phone sleep, so that anyone who calls you as a matter of urgency knows the line number and calls you on the line number.
I get you. It's a good point. It's a good point. This is for young people coming up, and we have one of them in the studio with us. It says that after a date and you don't live together, man, call her up and check on her. Tell her you got home safe. And for the lady, send him a text thanking him for a wonderful time. You understand?
Matiabre. Like Yakudit. You get it?
Yes.
That one is one of the security things that each man or each guy should always be doing. There's a story to that effect. When there's a problem, they base on your first time of your last time of meeting that person.
Okay.
And the last time there was a communication on your phone.
All right.
So when you get home, you the guy, first of all, call the fellow at this hour. Even if you are leaving the house, because possible, let someone sees you that you are around. So dodgy dear different. But when you are leaving there, you just flash the number or call on your way. Talk to the lady for about 2 minutes. Hang up. Get to the house. Call the lady and say, "Oh, me do feel." Then you hang up. That minute, in case of any situation, they can rely on it and knows that you are not the victim. And it's one of the security measures that each man or each lady should know that. Normally, say Obadi or Ghana record Oba Nkubema Anameboa. Bema Nuku Oba. So whenever the guys goes and then after having your date, yes, we are about the test, because the test message also a proof that though there's a relationship or there's an outing, but it also release the guy in case of any situation. So I mean that point is well noted, and the lady should also follow its suit.
All right,
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So please, your concluding remarks on this, and I'm sure over time we might pick this one up again.
Thank you. So, move on.
Okay. Your line is misbehaving.
Is it better now?
Good. Yes.
Okay. So, my conclusion is that mobile phones are very good. They have become a very important gadget or accessories for us in our 21st century, and they need to be utilized. However, if we do not use them wisely, they end up to become tools that rather create challenges or issues within our relationships. And in every way we must ensure that we see the benefit positively impacting on our relationships at each and every point in time. We should also try as much as we can to learn more about the mobile phone and best way by which we can be able to use it. We must not relegate our face-to-face contact, our interactions with each other with the mobile phones, but we must learn to know the limits, set boundaries about the mobile phone. There are certain people who say once we get into the bedroom, mobile phones off, out of the way. It is face-to-face, it is one-on-one, but there may be instances where there might be the need that the mobile phone must be close to you for maybe specific reasons. Let that be known to your partner, understand each other, and then we'll be able to utilize the mobile phone in a very positive and productive way. It's a good tool, but if it is not used well, it becomes a tool rather for distractions or rather affects the relationship. If it's not used well, it raises suspicions. People begin to suspect that you are hiding information, you are keeping things away and all those stuff. So let's know how to utilize it well openness, effective communication, sharing information. That is the most important thing. Personally, I encourage everybody. From my side, any password on the phone, my wife knows it. She can pick it up
same here.
At any time, and there is no need to keep secrets with the mobile phone. But trust must be built and earned by each other.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Asimah. I think today you've given me a wonderful conclusion. I don't think there's anything else for me to add. All right. Thank you. So, listeners, that will be it for us on Topic Time for tonight. I'd like to say thank you to my guest, Nana Ahuntahun. Nana is a businessman. He's a land surveyor and a chief. Also, thank you to Mr. Innocent Asimah, who just spoke to us on the phone. I'd like to say speedy recovery to Mrs. Viola Donko's mom, who is not feeling too good, for which reason she couldn't join us tonight. So, Viola, I pray that your mom gets well pretty soon. All right. So that's our topic time for tonight.
HK